Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 50 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of all the mods Skyblock. Today, I need more power. That's literally what my main focus is right now. Clearly, last episode we discovered that we're not able to keep up with the power demands of our supercritical phase shifter, and watching my reactor, we're actually gaining radioactive waste now as a result, which is something we kind of knew was going to happen, right? We knew that we were going to be in trouble. So I decided, what's the next best thing to build when it comes to giant energy producing structures? I think a fusion reactor sounds like a good plan to me. So let's do it up. What do you say? So we're going to want a 3x3 plus 1 on each side for the base, right? And then, yeah, then we want, nope, not you. This guy coming out here, and I think I can knock this out pretty quickly today. Get a fusion reactor up and running, and that would be cool, right? Okay. And then we're going to want 2 ports, and I think we'll put the laser focus on the front. That sounds like a good time. Yeah. And then we want and then this. And this guy in the middle should be a controller. Boom! Fusion reactor ready to go. Nice. Okay, cool. That works. Now, I know that we're going to have one of these be... I think we need... Do we need 2 imports? Don't we need 2 imports? Because we want deuterium and tritium to go in there, don't we? Pretty sure. I feel like it's been a little while. Toggle to output. Maybe I'll have input there, and then we'll make another reactor port for the back. Reactors, by the way, require polonium pellets for crafting, but luckily I had a healthy amount of those. Cool. All right, and then you can be the output, and then what I'll do is we'll get a flux plug and throw that on the generator's network so that he's ready to go. Cool. And then the other thing I might want to do is get my laser stuff set up. So what we want is a laser amplifier. And now this guy has a certain direction that he faces, so make sure that he's facing the right way. You just want to face up no matter what? Let's do rotate. Why can't I get you to face the right way? Oh, you just click on the side you want it to face? All right, that works too. Cool. All right. And then we will probably want... If I do this, will this work? Oh, yeah, that's cool. All right. Sweet. That looks good. Ow. It hurts a little bit. There you go. All right, now let's set this guy to pulse. Right? Redstone output. Oh, cool. That's neat. I think that's new, right? Now, how much RF do we need to trigger this thing? For ignition, we need... I forget how much, but we'll figure it out. Let's get the other 2 lasers placed. There we go. Good, you're building up energy now without firing it. Good. Because effectively what we want to do is have a nice little button here that will fire the laser into the reactor when the time comes, like that. Cool. Good. Now let's get this guy connected to my network. And he'll start charging up so that by the time we get deuterium and tritium ready, we're ready to light this thing up, right? That sound cool? All right, so you're building up your RF. Trying to remember what the fuel amounts are that you need to trigger this thing. I'm going to go 500 million FE and see how that goes. Now, I don't know if that'll make it so that that's all that comes in, but meh, it's fine. Now, if you wanted to, by the way, you could totally have more lasers on this thing, but this will be enough. We'll just let this go. And let's make sure this area is chunk loaded, yeah? Perfect. I like it. All right. Now that we've got that going, let's get deuterium and tritium up and running. So I'm pretty sure... Let's see. Deuterium is just straight out of water, right? So we just need an electrolytic separator of heavy water, and that'll get us deuterium and oxygen, so that'll be straightforward enough. Tritium comes from a solar neutron reactor with lithium. Aha, yeah. Maybe I'll convert my lithium stores. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a tank, an ender tank for that matter. We'll get some orange dye, because that stuff looks orangish. Cool. And then we'll pop into our lithium area. And what I'll do is I'll stick this here as an insert with a higher priority. So now all the lithium will go here first, and excess lithium will come down here. How's that sound? Pretty good? Not too shabby, right? Okay. Now he's not running too quickly, although I mean he's running all right. But could I bump this up? If I bumped you up to 500 RF a tick, would that make you just run a little bit faster? Might not be a bad idea. I mean, at this point, when we're making, you know, 1,000,000 RF a tick, what's 1,000 between friends, right? We're getting lots more lithium now. That'll just make sure that we have it going, right? So now, liquid lithium being made prioritizes there. We've got plenty of the dust form of lithium, so I don't think there's any need to worry about that. Yeah. But then excess will still be produced, right? But we have 10,000. I think we're good, right? Should be fine. Should be fine. So with that set now, it's really pretty straightforward. Now to make this thing kick off, though, we do need a whole ROM, which is 4 gold dust. Which luckily I still know how to make. With carbon. Is that what that's called? HOHL. There it is. Nice. And that needs DT fuel put into it. So to get the DT fuel, is it D-T? Yes. Okay, cool. We need a chemical infuser. Not a problem. Perfect. So what I'll do is I'll build this and set it up all over here, right next to the fusion reactor. No reason not to, right? So one side will put the lithium production. The other side will put the deuterium production, and then we'll have the chemical reactor in the middle that'll make the DT fuel. But generally speaking, this is a one-time thing, right? So that should be cool. Okay. Why do you have energy in here? You shouldn't have any energy going on in here, right? You should be just building up. And why do you seem like you have energy? I have no idea. It's a very tiny amount of RF, though. Yeah. For some reason, it's generating 6 RF a tick just by sitting there. That's a neat thing. All right. First things first. Solar neutron doohickey. Do you not know how to make bronze? Is bronze a thing I can make in induction yet? It is. Good, good, good. Bronze ingots in an induction doohickey. 3 copper. Induction smelter. Cool. Solar neutron. Perfect. Cool. So that'll turn the lithium into tritium, and that's really all there is to it. Easy peasy, right? Should be. And I hope it's... Is it lithium, or is it... Am I doing the wrong kind of lithium? I might be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Is this a fluid, or is this a... Oh, that's liquid lithium. Oh, yeah, no, I'm doing liquid lithium, aren't I? I want a gas. I want the gaseous version. Well, what I can do is decondensate it over here, right? Yeah, I could do that. I mean, I'm decondensating it in the other place, but then I'd have to do like a quantum, you know, it's just easier to do it here. Not a big deal. So we'll fix that. So that'll cover that guy. Now we want a pump from mechanism, right? The electric pump. And that will produce water for us. But there's an upgrade we can get called the filter upgrade. A filter that separates heavy water from regular water. And you just need tin dust, which that is the one thing that I no longer know how to make. Haha. It's all right. We'll just throw a stack in there. It doesn't hurt. There we go. There's crushing. All right. Filter upgrade. And that should cover that. And then we just need the electrolytic separator to get the stuff that I need. You know what I should probably have covered here is this guy. So now electrolytic separator, you should have no problem crafting that. Cool. All right. So first things first, let's do deuterium on this side. Does that sound cool? So effectively what I'd like is the electrolytic separator to sit here. And then we will pipe out, actually let's have it sit here. Does that sound cool? And then I'd really like you to be blue and that, so that oxygen goes on this side. And you can just dump your excess oxygen, right? And then for the water, that'll come in on the top, more than likely. Let's have a pump sit here. Actually, yeah, I like that direction. No, I don't. I lied. Actually, let's put the pump here. Yeah, I like that. That should be cool. Or we can put it down one layer. Yeah, that seems even cooler to me. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll bring pipes up. And that should be good. You know, in theory, I think I could have the fluid just come in the side there, and that should be fine. Yeah, and then you can just dump back. You can just dump that stuff, and on the right will be the deuterium going out. Yeah, I like that actually quite a bit. Okay. And what is this noise? Ah, much better. Much better. All right, so you're making deuterium just like this. Super compact, right? I believe that to be the case. Now, does this need to be a 2x2? I never remember. I forget if it actually consumes the water or not. Now, before I actually... There we go. Before I actually turn this on, let's put our upgrades in here. So especially the filter upgrade. But also, you guys. Perfect. Now, universal cable can sit there. You're not in an ideal position, but I can make... You know what I might do? Let's move this over one. Yeah. That should be cool. And then you should have no problem having a flux plug. Which I might move down. That should be cool. As long as you don't let water flow past you, which I don't think you will. All right, let's see if we get deuterium going on right now. There we go. Oxygen and... deuterium. Hooray! That's cool. There you go, deuterium, right? And then let's just do the basic pressurized tubes, as we know. And that should be cool. So deuterium goes out on the... So dark blue should be outputting on the right. Eject on. Perfect. So deuterium's going in here, and deuterium's sitting in there. Nice. All right. Now for tritium, it should be pretty easy. What we want is our rotary... No, we want our solar neutron activator to sit here. Okay. We want our rotary condensator to sit here. And we want our... this thing to sit here with this lever flipped. And if I do that, he should start filling up. He should be making lithium. He should be filling up with lithium. And if it were daytime, he'd be making tritium. Easy peasy. All we need is a couple speed upgrades on these bad boys, and we should be cool. And power, obviously. Right? And then you also could use probably some speed upgrades. Nice. Copious amounts of deuterium. And you could also use speed upgrades. Did I not speed upgrade you? No, I did. I did. That's alright. I'm going to let this one have some speed upgrades too. Which, by the way, he also needs power. Okay, now you are making tritium. And now we've got DT fuel, which we can fill up like this. And that's all there is to it. Easy peasy. Now excess tritium and deuterium go like that. Now, if we look in here, we should see in the fuel section, there's deuterium and tritium ready to go. The injection rate is the rate at which the reactor runs, basically. And then, let's see, here is where we put our DT fuel. And if this has 1 million, not quite yet. Not quite yet. We'll get there. You're at 300 million. I think 400 million is what you need, according to one thing that I read. And I said 500, so, am I right to remember that you can, like, accelerate this thing? Is that making a difference or no? Can't tell. It should be. Yeah, that's cruising pretty quickly now. That is not bad. So, in theory, I've got everything set up correctly. I've got the whole ROM. I've got the 2 fuels automated and cooking. And they're ready to do their thing. Pretty good, actually. No fluid. What do you mean no fluid? You should still be running, right? I believe you're still running. Yeah, no, you're definitely running. Nope, you're good. You are definitely good. So we look at this, we can see it filling up with the gas, which is cool. Which means shortly this will start backstuffing, which is even cooler. And then tritium should also be backstuffed at this point. Yes, lithium, good to go. All right, should we hit the button? Let's hit the button and see what happens. And go. Sweet. So we've got some heat. We've got our fuel. Injection rate 2, I think, is like the lowest and the slowest. I always forget what these different metrics mean. But long story short, we should be producing power here. And we have to wait for the heat to build up. But we're getting 200,000 RF a tick already, which is cool. Now, if we want to speed up the waiting that we're doing, we just do that. Oh, let's bypass limit here. Oh my goodness, that's fast. I probably tick accelerated it a little too much. But I think that got it to the point where it's now stable. Let's find out if I'm right about that. You'll know it's stable if it kind of is producing the right amount of energy all the time. 25 million RF a tick right there. But because it's tick accelerated 128 times, to be fair. Alright, now we're stable at like 400,000. So see how it's stable? And we can see the temperature's not changing much. Now we can increase our injection rate, because I think that's millibuckets per tick of what it's using. I think right now it's using 2 millibuckets per tick of tritium and deuterium. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. So let's bump this up to like 8 for the injection rate. And what we want to do is just make sure that we don't have a net loss of deuterium. See how we have plus deuterium going on here? That's good. And as long as we have plus tritium going on here, we should also be good. Yeah, tritium's actually backstuffed pretty well. And what should be happening now is our temperatures should be going up. Because our injection rate went up, so we're producing more heat, we're producing more energy. Yeah, see we're climbing in the producing numbers there? And if I tick accelerate it, it'll speed up the rate at which it's climbing. Now, we might have a net loss going on now, but that's okay, because it's tick accelerated. I'm not worried about that. That's cool. Okay. And you're sitting right around a decent amount of RF per tick going on here. Which means that you should be cool. Let's see how this is doing, by the way. Good. And you're not doing nothing, and you've got some polonium going on. Yeah, that's good. I like that. 4 million RF a tick going in there now, because we have enough in our battery, which is cool. So 1.386. See how the numbers are going up? That means the reactor hasn't reached its stabilization / equilibrium point yet, right? Once it does, the numbers will kind of stabilize, right? But the temperature's going up still. Max casing should be 800. Is that million Kelvin-ish? Passive gem 1.6 million RF a tick. Is that what it is? Cool. As long as we have enough deuterium, we're good. But don't let that run out. We might be getting close to an equilibrium / stable point here. Not too shabby. Once this tick accelerating wears off, I'm going to leave it, because we're getting a little low on the deuterium here. Alright, now we should be net gaining on deuterium. Good. As long as the numbers go up, you're cool. Right? And this thing should, in theory, just run. And we're generating 1.5 million RF per tick, which is pretty good, I would say. Now we're definitely draining 4 here. So remember, 1.5 plus 1 is 2.5, but we're only draining 4 half the day. So realistically, we're draining 2 million RF a tick. So we should have a net gain total of 500,000 RF a tick, because this only runs half the time. So while it's currently draining 4, it will effectively drain 2. You know what I mean? So hey, that's a super quick fusion reactor, up and running, ready to go. That's not bad, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lots of power. And like I said, in theory, it should stabilize pretty soon, and then we'll be at our final amount, which is going to be pretty close to what we're doing now, because we're very close. You can tell it's slowing down. But this, like, as the number keeps going up, but it's slowing down, you know it's getting close to being done. So, yay? Does that work for you guys? Lots of power. And over here, now remember, I did run it tick accelerated for a minute where we were generating stupid amounts, so we should have a decent amount. Yeah, so we do have a net loss during the day, remember, but we'll have a net gain at night. And over the course of a full day, we should have a total gain. And that's what we're looking to do. And the reason I focused on that is we really need more antimatter. We were backstuffing on nuclear waste, which is going to be bad. We shouldn't be doing that anymore, and now we should be producing it, because we didn't have enough energy to keep this thing running. So he was not producing as much. He was not burning through the polonium fast enough, which meant that we were backstuffing our nuclear waste. Have we produced even one antimatter yet? No, but we're 3/4 of the way there. Fun times. The good news is we passed the halfway point on the 5x netherite block, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's really quite nice, actually. Wow, look how much lead we have. Well, we should probably add lead to here again. Actually, I'm going to bump it up to all the way 4096. That should be fine. That'll burn through all the lead that we have that's excess. I could throw copper and iron in there too, to be fair. Wow, we have 1.9 million coal at the moment. That's hilarious. We do have a pretty stupid amount of some resources. We really, really do. This auto-sieving thing is just bananas. But it's working out well. It's doing exactly what I want it to do, and it's keeping uranium in stock, it's keeping redstone in stock, all that good stuff. So we'll just let this run, you know, and keep on. So let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. We'll start working on one of the next creative mode quest items. We'll see. I might just let the game run for a while, and maybe we'll have a little bit of antimatter when we get back, and we should have pretty close to that netherite block that we need, and that would mean we can finish Master of the Sky, I believe? Yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's the 5x netherite is the last thing we need for this, right? Everything else is there already. All right, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.